VBMR's Lester Carlson is cautiously optimistic about an economic recovery as the government starts to further loosen restrictions. He singled out the return of bars and renewed spending when students restart face-to-face classes as examples.
There's been some relaxation of the restrictions. There are more opportunities for economic activity. I'm sure we'll straighten out this PUA thing. And it will have the positive effect and be as far-reaching as it should be.
GovGuam is relying heavily on more federal assistance because as of December 31st, the end of the first quarter, revenues are tracking more than $11 million less than projected. Meanwhile, government leaders are under pressure to help businesses recover, and there are a series of bills by Minority Leader Jim Moylan to push back a minimum wage increase, which Senator San Agustin says he could support, and to roll back taxes that San Agustin says he could not.
That's what we got to watch out for. As they ask for all these decreases, they have to anticipate that when everything drops, and there's revenue not coming in, you can't expect the government to continue to provide the services that the people want and demand.
Dropping the BPT from 5 to 4 is not stepping up. That is taking $60 million out of government operations at a time when we're in the midst of a pandemic, and that's foolish. You heard me, foolish.
So in the midst of the economic uncertainty, Carlson will have to keep a tight lid on spending, in part through a 15% cash reserve fund now hovering at about $55 million.
We do have that money. It is unavailable for use unless I get a request, and only on its merit will I release a portion of that. And it is, as Senator San Agustin said, it's one of my most powerful budgeting tools.
The governor does have the authority to reorganize, but Carlson is strongly opposed to the notion of furloughs.
That is the worst thing that can happen because everybody else, including people who advertise on your station, won't have the benefit of the discretionary spending from the government and federal employees combined to be able to keep this economy going.
Meanwhile, the fiscal year 2022 executive budget request must be submitted to the legislature by Sunday. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.